Xin chào, what's up, everybody? All right, so today we are going to talk about 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks we have of social distancing lockdown. We're going to talk about that article, a few other things. 55 workers in a hospital that have been AstraZeneca all tested positive for the CCP virus. Before we get into the video, I have a new channel, which I would greatly appreciate if you could subscribe to. We're about 75% to the 1,000, so about 750 I think we're at right now. So we just need 250 more. It's going to be the live streaming channel where I go out and about and live stream for hours on that YouTube channel. So it would be greatly appreciated if you went over there and subscribe to that. Also, if you like the video after watching it, could you please hit the thumbs up button? It greatly helps with the algorithm. If you would like to comment, you can do that. If you didn't like the video, there's also a thumbs down button. You may do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. You'll get to see more content like this. And if you hit the bell button, you'll see exactly when the video gets posted, not a day later or a few hours after it's came out. So yeah, let's just kind of get right into this stuff today. So I'm going to just read directly off the news article. Ho Chi Minh City extends social distancing period by 2 weeks. So they've essentially just added 2 more weeks onto the social distancing, which has already been detrimental to the city. It is affecting a lot of people's working lives now. People are out of work. They're needing some kind of stimulus package, which they're trying to get approved and pushed through. So hopefully that stimulus package will come through for people needing it. You know, it's getting, a lot of the vendors are getting affected. More businesses are closing. It's becoming a real issue. You know, we need to get a handle on this, and we need to be able to reopen the city within a couple weeks or a month at tops. Again, we beat the vaccine horse to a dead horse, essentially. We know we need the vaccine. Hopefully they can procure it. You know, every day you see we've gotten a million more here. Japan just gave us some. So hopefully they can, you know, get enough vaccines to get... I think their plan moving forward will be, they'll announce it eventually, is they're going to try to vaccinate all of Saigon first. Because they're reporting, like, I think yesterday was 85 cases. Hold on, let me see here. 82 new domestic cases of Ho Chi Minh City infections yesterday. And one real interesting thing, but, you know, experts are saying, other experts from around the world are saying this is normal. 55 people in the tropical disease that already had the AstraZeneca, both shots, all tested positive again, but they're all asymptomatic, and none of them are even sick or anything like that. So yes, you can get reinfected from having the vaccine, but it's just not nearly as bad as not having the vaccine. So it looks like having the vaccine is better than not having it. Now, I'm not a vaccine conspiracy theorist. I'm not a vaccine professional. I'm not a health professional. I am none of these things whatsoever. So I always recommend you do this research on your own. But from what it looks to me, by just reading a bunch of stuff, is that having it is better than not having it. The vaccine, that is. Even if it's not a very effective one, it's still better than not having it. It seems like you're pretty much asymptomatic when you do have the vaccine. Yes, you can still give it to other people, but it's not nearly as effective as spreading it as it would be without the vaccine, according to what I've read. You know, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a disease specialist. I'm not a vaccine specialist. I'm just a YouTuber. And I've said it before, you can't just believe what a YouTuber tells you. You need to research these things on your own. Okay, let's see here. The ministry recorded 30 of the infections in the morning, 26 in the afternoon, and 26 in the evening. 8 cases were traced back to the Revival Ecclesia Mission, a Christian congregation based in Govop district, which is the largest cluster in the city now. The Municipal Center for Disease Control said in a report the same day. At least 450 infections have been traced to the religious group since April 27th, when the 4th COVID-19 wave broke out in Vietnam. 11 of the city's latest cases were related to the Ho Chi Minh City Hospital for Tropical Disease, where 55 fully vaccinated employees have caught the virus since the weekend. The hospital has been locked down since Sunday. 53 were direct contacts of already infected patients, while health workers are trying to find the source of infection of the remaining 10. City authorities decided on Monday to extend the enhanced social distancing measures implemented since May 31st by 2 weeks, giving an escalation in transmissions. Vietnam recorded 266 domestic COVID-19 infections on Monday, according to the Health Ministry's data. And the social distancing is no gathering in groups larger than 5. Really not going out if not needed for something. And social distancing is really the big thing. You know, people are still fully out, like walking around and doing their thing. Here at Golden River, people are out in droves at night. They tried to mitigate the damage on that by actually closing the park. And that still hasn't worked. People just go on the sidewalk and walk around. There's not too much social distancing going on there. Like if you go to any park right now, they took this plastic tape and that's all blocked off. They've even blocked off the fishing spots on the river. Mainly the lockdown is really hardcore in District 1. If you look at the video footage of when I go into Bintan and I go kind of deep into it, you can see there's quite a few people out. I'm going to imagine most of the like all Viet neighborhoods and districts where, what I mean by that is there's not many foreigners living there, are going to have a little bit more walking around and freedom. Things are less policed in those areas and stuff. So I'll let you know. I'll be going to District 6 soon, so we'll take a look while we're out there, and I'll give you the lowdown on that. But yeah, it seems to always be that way, that District 1 really gets to clamp down. It's where all the tourist stuff is. It's where all the public places are, like Windway. Again, if you watch the last video I did, I went to Windway at night, and what they're doing now is they're just driving around in circles on their motorbikes, or they're parking their motorbikes on the sidewalk and just hanging out. So it's curbed them from walking around the middle, but people are still going there and driving around in a circle. It's pretty funny. All right. The ministry announced 238 recoveries, 2 deaths, 2 more people died. I think they were cancer patients, if I remember right. So yeah, now they're starting to report on what I kind of reported ahead of what the news is even reporting, because I'm able to gather information from other sources than just news on some things. But the big thing they're doing now, if one person comes up infected in your apartment complex, they just completely lock the complex down. If you're not there when the complex is locked down, they give you an option to either not come back in at all for the 2 weeks or go back in and stay for the 2 weeks. So I thank you to the commenter that gave me that information. But yeah, I think they locked down Landmark 3 yesterday in Vinhome Central. We still don't have a building lockdown, thank gosh. Hopefully we don't go into that situation of a building being locked down. That would very much suck if my building got locked down. I've just been staying at home. I go out and get groceries. I work out. I got a 20 kg kettlebell. And I go for a run outside at like noon when nobody is outside, because Vietnamese don't really like to go out when the sun is really hot and high. They tend to work out in the morning or in the evening when the sun is not really a big factor. So yeah, I go run when really no one's out. I can't go run around the park, so I have to go run down to Bintan on the sidewalk there with the mask on. You now have to completely work out with the mask on too, which is not that big of a deal. It's totally doable. So the other thing about when you're in a lockdown on the apartment is I was slightly worried that you weren't able to like get your own food and stuff like this. You can still get Grab deliveries. You can still order groceries and have them bought in. You can still, like, if you're an office worker and your laptop's at work, you can have the work send you your laptop to your lockdown apartment, and you can get access to all these things still. So I found that to be very interesting that you can still do that. Let me make sure we covered pretty much all the news. This is just a short and sweet video on a news update. We're not going to fluff it out with anything else. Human trafficking is completely on the rise amid the COVID. They just rescued a 14-year-old girl, which it's sad to read that kind of stuff. But yeah, trafficking is on the rise. If you want to see that article on the trafficking, it's on vnexpress.net. So that's vnexpress.net. I use vnexpress.net for a lot of news. I use the Vietnamese one first because it gets the articles about an hour to 2 hours ahead. I also use another news source. These are pretty much my 2 trusted news sources is tuoitre news.vn. They also have a Vietnamese one where more information comes out in there quicker, especially the VN Express, the international site to the Vietnamese site. The Vietnamese site just has way more information, way quicker. They have like a live tracker with how many cases there are and where they're at. The big thing that really sucks is the 2 more weeks of social distancing, but I guess it's understandable because, you know, there's so many new cases a day. There might be a point here coming up when there's 100 to 200 cases a day. Yeah, a lot of people like the comment sections like 2 weeks will turn into 2 to 3 months. We all know this. I really hope that doesn't happen. People are getting upset that like the swimming pools and the gyms are closed. I have a whole thing on the swimming pool here. I think they could easily schedule times for people to sign up for a schedule, swim in the pool by themselves. There's never really that many people in the pool to begin with. Give them a half-hour window, let them schedule it, let them go in there, let them swim, and let the next person come. Could be easily done in my particular building. I'm not going to cry about it. You know, I make do with what I have, and that's what a lot of people are probably doing. Yeah, there's a lot of people like, you know, also in the comment section that are like 10,650 cases, 59 deaths out of a population of 98 million. You armchair experts, armchair doctors and experts, stop the fear-mongering. Start living again. I am absolutely not fear-mongering. I just follow what the rules are. What else can we do but follow the rules? Like, are we going to have an uprising? That's just not going to happen. So I would love things to be open and be able to go do stuff. I agree. It's not that deadly of a situation. But I think Vietnam is really strict on this because they're just worried about like what happened in India, and they don't want to have that same situation here. Is honestly what I think it is. And a lot of people in America didn't have to deal with the India-UK variant, and that's what I think they're really worried about here. But, I mean, again, I would love it for things to be open, honestly. Da Nang's open again, Hoi An's open again, a bunch of other beach areas are open again, a bunch of tourist areas are open outside of Saigon. It seems Saigon's going to be the last to open. Everyone else is reporting fewer and fewer cases as each day goes on, but not Saigon, so... Well, time will tell. I'll keep you updated. You know, that's all we've got for today. I think we covered everything we needed to cover. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments section. Again, if you like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can do a thumbs down, whatever makes you happy. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Of course, stay frosty, stay healthy. Peace out.